Given the problem, the diagram shows the curve y is equal to x squared minus 6x minus 2 and the line y is equal to 2x minus 9, which intersect when x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 7. Find the area of the shaded region. Now, as you can see, this is the given curve, which is y is equal to x squared minus 6x minus 2. And this is your line. So your line is y is equal to 2x minus 9. Now the limits here, based on the given, are equal to x is equal to 1. This is the lower limit. And the upper limit will be x is equal to 7. So if we're going to elongate this one to look like this, and this one will look like this, but based on the diagram here, so this is already cut, but to be exact, this should be like that one and this one. It's long because this is a line. So our boundaries are 1 and 7. So this is now, this is already about the area bounded by a curve with a line and a curve, or sometimes it can be between two curves. So this time this is between a line and a curve. So when we're going to solve this, we will just use the formula that we had if we're going to have a line and a curve. So that will be area is equal to the integration from a to b. So since we have two functions here, so we can say, so that will be f of x minus g of x. So this is the fastest. Okay, this is the fastest way. We can also use the previous one wherein we're going to integrate the first equation or the first function, and then we're going to integrate the second function. So since both of them are having the same limits, we can just combine it. Okay, so you have the option. You have the option. So the choice is always yours. The method that is comfortable to you, just go with it. Just go with it. No one can stop you as long as you arrive with the same answer. That is the essence of having math, guys, compared to other subjects. Okay, so let's start. So as always, the thing that you need to remember here, it must be upper minus lower. Okay, always remember upper minus the lower. So as you can see, the upper here, the upper function is the line minus the lower function. So with this, we can just write it directly. So this will be the definite integral. So the limits are 1 and 7. So we can just write directly. So our line is 2x minus 9. So that would be 2x minus 9 minus. So our curve is x squared minus 6x minus 2. Now, if we're going to evaluate this, we will just combine. Excuse me. Combine this and this one. So we're going to combine. So that becomes definite integral from 1 to 7. So that becomes the highest power is in terms of the second power. So we can put it as negative x squared. Next, we're going to combine the 2x and the negative 6x. This will give us 2 minus negative 6. So that will be equal to positive 8x. And then the last, we're going to have your negative 9 minus negative 2. So this gives us negative 7. So this will be dx. So this one also will be having dx here. It's okay. But if you forget the dx, it will be fine as long as you're following the steps in integrating or you're putting some solutions. Okay, excuse me, let's move on. So let's start to integrate now. Start to integrate. Let's put some boundary here. So we're going to integrate. This will give us the integration of negative x squared. This will be equal to negative x raised to 3 over 3 plus integration of 8x. That would be 8x squared over 2. So minus, so integration of a constant, as always, just add x. That will be 7x over 1, or no need to put the 1 to be fine. So we need to put the limits here. So the limits are 1 to 7. Okay, let's move on. Try to simplify. So we can simplify the second term. You can have it negative 1/3, but this will be fine if it's like this. So negative x raised to 3. Okay, no need this later. All over 3. So plus 4x squared minus 7x. So from 1 to 7. Okay. So let's apply f of b minus f of a. So this will result, substitute. So let's start with the b, or the higher, the upper limit. So that would be equal to negative. So this time we need to use parentheses because there are some negative. Over 3 plus 4 times 7 squared minus 7 times 7. Okay, so this is f of b minus our f of a. So that would be 1. So I think our space will not be enough. So let's try to control the space. So this will be negative 1 raised to 3 all over 3 plus 4 times 1 squared. Okay, just here at the bottom, minus 7 times 1. Okay, because we're just using Jamboard. If it's in the blackboard, so it will be very long. The space will be very long. Okay, now let's move on. So let's try to combine. So if we're going to evaluate it, so the fastest way is to use your calculator. Okay, if we're going to evaluate it, we're going to arrive with 36 units squared. Just plug in all the given in the calculator. We're going to arrive with 36 units squared.